What's good, YouTube? You're back with the Prez. Today I'm going to be bringing you a strength-based skills session. So when I talk about skills, I'm going to be referring to, we're going to be training specifically for front lever and planche work today. Now remember, when working on skills, especially strength-based skills such as front levers, back levers, planches, movements like that, they're going to require a lot of central nervous system activation, a lot of muscle fiber recruitment. Remember, they're going to take a lot out of you. They're very intense movements. So most of the time when training them, until you become in that advanced level and you can start holding for time and do reps with them, they're going to be worked more in that strength building rep range, that lower volume, that high intensity, longer rest period style training. So today we're going to be doing 2 specific exercises specifically for front levers and planches. Then we're going to get into more accessory work specific to those 2 movements. And at the end of the routine, I'm going to be bringing you guys through a bodyweight only arm workout. It's going to be a quick 5-minute arm blast, going to hit biceps and triceps, blow your arms up. So let's get to it. Alright, so like I said, it's going to be a front lever and a planche specific workout. So the first 2 exercises, we're going to superset. Remember, front levers and planches are pretty much the same movement, reversed. One's a pull, front lever is a pull-based movement, and a planche is more of a push-based exercise. Both are a straight arm movement. Both have a lot of scapula involvement. Remember, if you were taking a still image and flipped it upside down, one would be a front lever, one would be a planche. Same positioning, same muscle engagement, same muscle recruitment. So we're going to work this as a superset today to get the most bang for our buck. We're going to start with the pull, then go into a push. So we're going to be holding assisted front lever holds with the band, and then we're going to go with the band assisted planche holds. Follow along. Let's get it. Alright, so for those of you who want to try this planche movement, look, you're going to hang a band from a bar above you. You're going to get in, wrap it around your ankle just like that. Now, we're going to protract our scapula. Remember, that's key. The key is to squeeze the glutes, keeping the butt down. The band's going to want to pull you up. Lift your legs, maintain that hollow body position. So that's one set. Caught about 8-second front lever, maybe 8 to 10-second assisted planche hold. We're gonna rest about 3 minutes now. We're gonna hit that for 4 more rounds for a total of 5 sets. Remember, high central nervous system activation in these exercises. A lot of muscle recruitment. Core has to be engaged. Glutes are engaged. Scapula pressing down, pulling down. Strong pull for that front lever, and it's a strong pushing movement on that planche. So we gotta let the central nervous system recover, get quality reps. 4 more rounds, let's get it. Now from this angle, you guys can really notice how the band wants to pull my body up. It wants to pull my legs up. This is where you really have to activate the glutes, squeeze the glutes, keep the core engaged to keep your legs down, but you don't want them to let them hit the floor, so you have to find that balance. Let's get it. Now you're going to see set 3. I'm starting the front lever in a hanging L. What that's going to force me to do is engage the glutes from a piked position. So being in that L, your body's in that pike position. Now I had to squeeze the glutes and engage into that front lever. Now when I get into the planche, I try to mimic that same thing. I try to go into a pike position with my hips right there, and I try to be able to bring my glutes down. But again, I don't have that correct engagement with the planchette as well as I do with the front lever. So it wasn't as good. Just going to practice it again. Trying to maintain that hollow body, squeezing the glutes, keeping the butt down, not letting my feet touch the floor. Really pressing down into the floor there with my hands. Alright, set 4. Now you're going to see the front lever isometric hold now. The time is going to become a lot less. I cannot hold that hold for more than 5 seconds now. Central nervous system is becoming very fatigued. It's a very strong pulling movement, and I'm trying to let the band help me as minimal as possible. I'm keeping it at the tip of my toes.
I used to be really good at front levers. I'm trying to get that strength back, so I'm trying to use the band as minimal as possible. Now for the planches, the band has assisted me a little more, and I have to fight the assistance. That's why I have to squeeze and engage my glutes so much to keep my legs from going up in that band. Alright, last set of planche holds. Now you're going to see I go back into that pike and I try to get a little bit of control. And as you can see, by set 5, my nervous system was a little more activated and I pretty much controlled that really well. And this is my, I would say, the best hold that I had of all 5 sets. Perfect form, scapula engage, and I even went for a little push-up on there, keeping the hips down. That's 5 rounds of assisted movements done.
Alright, 5 rounds of the assisted front lever holds, supersetted with the assisted planche holds, done. Remember, those are going to be very taxing. They're going to take a lot out of you. Again, like I said, they're going to engage a lot of muscle fibers, a lot of central nervous system activity. You have to take long rest periods to ensure you're getting good, correct form each set. Now, you guys have saw I went into the movements in different variations. You guys have saw I pulled straight into some front levers I went in from an L sit. And the ones that I went from an L sit, I tried to mimic that position by going into a planche from the pike. Remember, that's all going to mimic and teach you how to engage the glutes more actively throughout the movement. Pulling up straight, the glutes have to be engaged. Coming from that L position or that pike position, you're now lifting up, you're now leaving that pike to engage the glutes into a straight line. So now we're going to get into some more accessory work. Now we're going to get into the front lever raises, which you guys have seen before. Supersetted again with pseudo planche push-ups. Remember, pseudo planche push-ups are also known as supinated grip push-ups, reverse grip push-ups. So front lever raises, supersetted with the pseudo planche push-up. Alright, 3 sets of the accessory work done. That was to get more volume, working through the range of motion of the actual exercises that we're trying to get better in, the front lever and the planche. Now we're going to get into another accessory exercise, another superset. This is going to be, again, more isometric, a lower and more easier variation of the movement. So we're going to go from a tuck planche. Now we're going to start in the planche position. We've been starting with the front lever work every other exercise. Now we're going to start with the planche. We're going to go from a tuck planche right into a tuck front lever hold. We're going to hit this for 3 sets max time. That's going to wrap up the routine.
Alright, now remember, when doing these tuck planche holds and these tuck front lever holds, the more you bring your knees in, the closer they are to your chest, the more compressed you are, the easier the variation. So when I'm doing these tuck planche holds, I'm pretty much still doing in the beginner stage, keeping my knees as close to my chest as I can. Same thing for the front lever. Here I keep my knees out, my hips are open. Now I'm holding more an advanced tuck. But if I was to bring my knees in, it would be an easier regression of the tuck front lever.
Alright guys, that's a wrap for the routine. Remember, this was a strength-based skill session. The intent of this workout was specifically to get better and work on our front levers and our planches. This is a different type of training than when you would go in there looking for some type of bodybuilding type of routine, right? When you guys see me training full body, hitting reps and sets, that's a different type of training. The intent of today's session was different. I had a focus to get better and work at these skills. So I made the workout effective enough where I would get a good intensity throughout the whole routine and where I'm stimulating enough muscle fibers to get a full upper body push-pull session. So listen, this could be tailored to any level. You guys, you saw I was using the black band, which is my second lightest band. Throw a heavier band on, work the front lever holds, work them planches, work those planche holds. Make sure you hold perfect position, maintain good form throughout. That's what the band is for. The band is there to assist you and help your body hold the position for as long as you can get into that position for. Work the accessory movements. That's going to get your body through the full range of motion and let the muscles understand how to get stronger through that range. Then we go down to a little more regression of an exercise, those tuck variations, just to put more stress on the working muscles. Listen, 3 exercises. The intensity was high through each of them, but the volume was low. Remember, when working strength, the volume is going to be lower, the intensity is going to be higher. Hope you guys enjoyed this routine. Don't forget, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and like always, peace out. Bar Naturals.
For a die, I'm top 3. For a die, I'm top 3. For a die, look.